today, I think the generation that is there right now, some of them don't even know the significance of why something is celebrated, and because they don't know the history behind it, they don't celebrate it in the same way.
None of
And
us
for
really
them,
know about it, and because we don't know the reason, they're just turning it into like a marketing strategy. Like, for example, they've made Diwali into a gifting season.
When the family breaks and it goes away, there are not many occasions that you get to come together. So you end up just the whole culture gets diluted because people are celebrating in their own households. Some maybe in a particular area don't have the time to, so they don't.
Those kids are bored. They're like, I'm not interested to even come and participate in the puja or do anything, because we can't blame them because they don't know why it is happening. There are no stories told to them. There's nothing, no interaction. It's just that if you don't come, God is going to be unhappy with you. Come and just participate. Why are you so stuck? Welcome to another episode of Squaretable Conversations, where we talk about topics that matter and give our take about the topic. Today's topic is, are festivals becoming commercial marketing events?
I think in some way, all of these festivals right now, like we hear our parents say in their time, this festival was celebrated in this way, and they were so excited about this, and all the small rituals that used to be done in the house, and whenever a festival was around the corner, everyone was so excited, the kids were so excited, and it was all about celebrating it with your family, and there was just a general sense of joy, and that's what festivals were all about. I think each festival had like a significance, and it had a story behind why it was celebrated, and back then people knew what it was, and that's why people were filled with so much joy, and it was just a general sense of, like, it was just a celebration with everybody in the family. Maybe all the far off relatives would come to the house, and everyone was just, it was a chance for everyone to get together and just have a good time. But right now, today, if we see how they've transitioned, I feel like they've lost the significance. Like the festival, like today, I think the generation that is there right now, some of them don't even know the significance of why something is celebrated, and because they don't know the history behind it, they don't celebrate it in the same way, and for them it's just like, okay, just another day, maybe I'm getting an off in my workplace or something, and that's all. It's just another random holiday, and they don't have that joy, or the feeling of a festival is not there anymore, and they're just made more into like only the part where the get together part alone has been retained. So people just see that as it's a get together, but why is the get together even happening in the first place? That nobody knows, and it's just another party. People are again dancing, maybe there's loud music, and we see Ganesh Chaturthi celebrations happens in every road, and maybe there's one devotional song in the beginning, and then random movie songs playing right after that, and it's like, why? I mean, what is even happening? It's again just people playing loud songs, dancing, eating food, and that's it, done. Why has Ganesha been made, what is the significance of that? That whole thing is lost. So what do you guys think? What's your take on this?
See, I've seen it in some show where there's like a family, and they have to celebrate Mother's Day, and the father keeps complaining that this is all these Mother's Day, Father's Day, all of those are made up holidays by greeting card companies just to increase their sales. But in India, that is not the situation, right? Most of these festivals have like a cultural significance, and for example, Yugadi, it is where a new year begins. The summer actually starts from that time. It's actually derived from the environment. And many other festivals, they have some significance, but none of us really know about it. And because we don't know the reason, they're just turning it into like a marketing strategy. Like, for example, Diwali is, they've made Diwali into, a gifting season. You have to gift some chocolates, I don't know, sweets. That is how they make it. If you open Zomato, like the Swiggy or not, I mean that Instamart,
10-minute
All the
yeah,
10-minute
10-minute delivery apps, you'll see that as soon as that event or that festival is coming up, they'll start to promote these hampers and everything. So the significance of that festival is gone. On the other hand, just okay, whatever we have to buy, give it to others. They just ensure you spend more rather than you try to understand about the festival. So that is what is happening, is what I feel. And yeah, also these events and everything, like they have a, like you said, they're having this, earlier when there was a festival happening, you celebrate that event plus you mingle with people. That was the whole thing. Puja was given its importance, gathering was given its importance, and preparing whatever that special food was also given its importance. Because there are festivals, Sankranti, we have this yellow bella and everything. That's because it's a little cold during that season, and if we have that, that'll heat up our body, which is required for that season. That is how each festival has like that a particular food. But nowadays, now we're like, okay, whatever is difficult for us, the puja part is difficult, preparing that all this extra food is difficult. What we're just getting, people are selling that, they making use of that opportunity. They'll just sell the product, we'll just buy it, and we'll only concentrate on the social gathering. Somewhere they'll conduct a event, we'll just go be part of it. So that is what is happening.
Okay, so my take on this would be, I kind of think very similarly that we are losing a lot of the significance of the festivals, but I also feel that because it's a nuclear family these days, and back then we had a lot of people who could do all of this. I mean, leaving aside the preparations of a festival, the significance is what I am going to just talk about, which has been lost. So if you talk about the generation these days, as in our generation and the upcoming generations as well, we have no idea why and what are the festivals that are celebrated. I mean, there is an age-old joke about how Indians have so many festivals. Companies came in from everywhere and they're like, we can't give you holidays for every single occasions you have. So maybe that would have been one of the reasons, and because there are a lot of corporates, we might have lost on so many of our holidays already, right? But the major issue here is, even the major festivals that we know of, we have no idea why we celebrate it. So like the topic states, everything has become commercialized. Companies are benefiting out of it. And we as citizens should realize that the companies are not just Indian companies. There are other foreign companies who are still benefiting out of your own holidays, who used to complain back in the days that you have multiple holidays, right? So when they are benefiting out of it, what are you making out of a festival? Do you know anything about it? Do you know why this happens? I mean, it's easy to brush off things and say, yeah, I don't care, I don't celebrate. I understand there are people who are very religious, some who aren't. But it's not about religion here. It's about the culture that we have. And India has such a diverse culture. We celebrate together. We celebrate a lot of festivals together. There are a few sects who know exactly what they are celebrating. And they have maintained that throughout ages, and that's how the generations fourth will also follow. But there are some religions, or not religions, even a certain section of the society who have no idea. For example, I'll take me as an example. I don't know the very minute details of a religion, or a certain I don't know, part of our culture. As in, I know all the popular ones. I know why they happen and all that. And there are a few that I know of who don't know anything. It's not like your family didn't teach you. But the thing is, when the family breaks and it goes away, there are not many occasions that you get to come together. So you end up just the whole culture gets diluted because people are celebrating in their own households. Some maybe in a particular area don't have the time to, so they don't end up celebrating it. So if that follows, you just continue the same, and let's say your next generation comes in and they see you not celebrating. They don't even know that there's a holiday. It's not about holiday again. This is the problem. Everybody think of it as a holiday, and they just take like break from everything. But it's the I think what we need to do is cultivate that I don't know what do you,
That
the
sense
habit of the sense
purpose,
of yes,
why-
purpose of why and
Like,
what.
why do we have
Correct.
this holiday?
Yeah,
Why do we celebrate?
people just blindly read the Ramayana, the Mahabharata. Some learn from it. Some just I don't know, probably put it on their resume that they know it. I am not really sure of. But yeah, it makes no sense. Just talking about what you know, but you don't follow it. I mean, that's why the statement goes, practice what you preach, which we haven't really done. And it's high time we start. So yeah, that's my take.
Yeah, so I want to give some examples that I've seen around me. So recently we had a holiday for Yugadi, right? So in our office, one of my colleagues, she was like, I really don't know why it is celebrated, and it's just a holiday for me. I'll sleep. It's the time for me to sleep. The only time I get to relax. I'll just treat it like a Sunday, like any other Sunday, and I'll just relax. I'll wash my clothes. I have so many things to do, so I'll do that. That's it. And if possible, I'll just go with my friends to one of my friends' house where they're celebrating it. I'll just have good food there and come back at night. That was her answer. So that is exactly what we are talking about, I guess. And even in my own house, there are some the next generation and even smaller ones who are bored in that festival. Whichever festival we celebrate, those kids are bored. They're like, I'm not interested to even come and participate in the puja or do anything, because we can't blame them because they don't know why it is happening. There are no stories told to them. There's nothing, no interaction. It's just that if you don't come, God is going to be unhappy with you. Come and just participate. Why are you so stubborn? Why are you not coming? That is the only thing that is told. It's disrespectful to not be part. Don't you love your family? Can't you come and just be a part of this? That is the only thing that is told to them. Nothing is told about the significance, why it is celebrated, what benefits you get from celebrating it, why do you eat certain food, as she said, why do you eat certain food in certain festivals, and even how it starts, why you start with a puja, why you give certain donations, why you eat at last after feeding people, and why you end it in such a way. For example, we do Ganesh Visarjan. So why it is done? That is not told to anyone, especially to the kids and to even our generation. Maybe some of our parents or some parents did tell their kids that okay, this is done because of this, or maybe we all read it somewhere and we know some things, but even we don't know in depth like why it is done and each and every detail. So I think that is the reason, as you said, that people don't know, and they just take it casually. Okay, it's a holy party, let me just go have fun in the party, come back, then take a bath, then maybe go to work or just relax. That is the whole thing. There is nothing told about Holika Dahan, why the festival started, why it has been, why it is celebrated every year, why it is not just celebrated once and just left off. It is celebrated every year to remember remember about the devotion about Prahalad, and his faith was so strong that even though Holika had the boon to not burn in fire, she still got burnt, and he didn't get burnt because his faith was so strong. To remember that it is celebrated every year, and it was not just celebrated once and just left off just like that. So all these things are not told to anyone. The information is not passed on. We don't make it a point to sit and convey pass on the information to others.